guys, so it was my intention to start filming yesterday, but I totally forgot, so we're coming up on day 2. Basically today is Friday, and last night we left our home in San Diego and we decided to drive up north just for an impromptu road trip during this time where we have been isolated in our apartment for the last several months, and honestly we're getting a little bit of cabin fever. And you know, I know some people don't think like mental health is as important as physical health. It is my belief that it is equally important, and I know during this time people are, you know, there's a lot of fear out there, and especially in Los Angeles we saw that even compared to San Diego, there were a lot more I guess rules for, you know, going into grocery stores, things like that. It is still required in San Diego to wear a mask or like a, you know, some kind of face covering if you go into a store, which I think, you know, if it's a private store they should be able to operate as they want. So I'm fine with that. I don't agree with closing public beaches, and due to the research I have done based on our situation, it is my personal belief that the best way to deal with something like this is through herd immunity. And if you are interested about what I'm talking about, I do recommend looking at Pam Popper's channel. She's a doctor and she talks about, especially in her last, you know, few videos from the last couple of months, some of the data that basically counters some of the most mainstream narrative. And I'm not telling you what to think, but I do think it is very important when making critical decisions to look at both sides of an argument. And if you haven't looked at both sides, I just recommend that you do and make your final decision based on both sides. Anyway, so we are heading up north. Gage has a plan as to where we're going. He's leaving much of it as a surprise, so I just know that we're heading north. And I don't know where actually we are going to be staying tonight. I know he has an Airbnb planned. Last night we stayed up in Glendora. We just rented out a room for the night, and that was very nice. And we've just been driving since then. It's pretty like desolate as to people on this drive. I'll show you like what it looks like. So that's basically what the whole drive looks like for a while. So I don't know when the terrain is going to start to change. I've driven up north many times, like, you know, like to the redwoods. Eventually it does get a little bit more foresty. I don't know at what point it is, you know, but I think of like San Francisco and Sacramento. It's a completely different climate than Los Angeles. It's a very long state, you know, so we're going to be driving in California for a long time. But yeah, so we don't really have a huge plan. We're kind of planning where we're staying like a day before it happens, so it's been kind of a nice adventure. I've never done a trip like this. So yeah, I'll keep you updated as we go along. All right, so we're in a small little town on the route going up north, and I guess this place is called Lone Pine, and it's like a little town. We're just gonna stop off right now and you know, see what we can see. I'll record it. You can still see some snow in the mountains right here. So you kind of see like there's kind of like a old Western theme going on in some of these buildings, which is kind of cool. Have Jake's Saloon. So apparently the governor yesterday has said that it's legal for retail stores to now open and for there to be sit-in restaurants, but it's really up to the private businesses. So we're on the, I would say it's like the northern eastern part of California. We're really close to the Nevada border, not too far from Reno, and
close to Mammoth.
Close to Mammoth. On our left, if you're looking at a map, like we have like Yosemite and like some of the other like national parks and forests. We passed by Death Valley on our right. And we didn't pass through them, but you know, if we'd gone that direction, we would have bumped into it. So we're gonna end up today not too far from Lake Tahoe, and Gage has a surprise Airbnb that we'll video when we get there. Guys, we are now at Mammoth Lakes, the little
little town right here. They apparently have a Starbucks. We just passed that. Oh yeah, it's just a little town. You can see a big snowy mountain right there. Hey Gage, do you know how many degrees outside it is?
I don't.
Yeah, because when we came in the car, because we've been driving all day, it was very hot, warm and hot. I'm wondering if we went outside, if it would be like pretty dang cold. I don't know.
Everybody's wearing long sleeves, so.
Okay. Oh yeah, and jackets. Okay, they must be pretty cold out there. I brought a windbreaker, and a flannel, but I didn't bring like a huge.
Yeah, I felt like you probably would.
Well, here's the thing. Gage didn't tell me where exactly we were going.
Yeah, so you think someone would prepare for anything?
I wasn't trying to bring too much.
But I guess someone didn't go to Boy Scouts.
No, someone did not. Nice little lake over here. Cabin. Some pedestrians.
So it is chilly, very windy. Like not freezing, but definitely like you want to wear a jacket. How you doing, Gage? Yeah, it's very pretty. Yeah.
We're gonna take this little trail over the bridge. I don't really know how far we're going. So maybe a quick walk. Just to stretch our legs.
Alright, so things got very cold very quickly. We went out for like a very short walk, and our nose started running. It was warm this morning when we were in Los Angeles. Very, very changed it up. Poor Gage. He's crying, having a rough time.
That wind chill, man.
Yeah.
We just went peeing at Rite Aid. We're now sitting in the bed of Gage's truck while we're waiting for a vegan pizza. Was this from Z Pizza? Is that where you got your pizza from?
No, I got it from Subway. Yeah, I got from.
I don't know.
I got it from Z Pizza.
Okay. Just pizza. Nice vegan pizza. Can you describe what you have on here?
It looks like we have pizza stuff. I'm thinking there's vegan cheese.
Vegan sausage.
Sauce. Pizza sauce, that is. And different veggie stuff.
Cool. Great. Okay, this is a beautiful view. Look, there's this like island in this lake. Look at these like shore rocks. I think this is just lovely. Okay, Adventure Gage is leading the way here. This is a one-way street, and we're going on it the wrong way. So we can get down to these, off-roading, these rocks by the shore and like hike around them. Why not? We have no plans. We have absolutely no plans on this trip.
Alright guys, it's Saturday, and let's see what time. It's almost exactly 8 a.m. We ended up staying in this like little motel. I'll show you what it looks like when I get outside. It's a little messy because we're, sleeping in it. But yeah, I mean, we have a bed, we have, your bathroom. We never actually turn on the TV. A little kitchenette. We've been cooking. It's really messy right now, but it had everything we needed, and we'll leave it pretty clean. Yeah, so we're heading up north. We have a plan now. We're actually going to go see Gage's friend in Oregon. His name is James. I've never actually met him before, but he's like a professional chef. And so we're meeting up there for dinner tonight. But it's a long drive. We are going to end up going by Lake Tahoe this morning. But it's going to be about 8 hours of driving today. Alright guys, so we're in the truck, and we just actually crossed over into Nevada. And it really is like a different world over here. Like, gas prices are like even lower than in California, which we're already low because of the pandemic. And like no one's really wearing a mask, or less people are. Just seems like regulations are a little bit more laxed here. Like we drove in like literally like 100 yards into Nevada, and they have like this little casino that looks like a campsite. I don't quite understand, but yeah, it's Nevada. I'll show you. It looks like the casino's closed right now. Yeah, makes sense.
All right, so we are approaching Lake Tahoe right now.